Today I'm going to tell you a story about two fellas named Jerry and Harry. Jerry and Harry grew up together since they were 4 years old. They went to the same preschool, they went to the same elementary, the same middle school, the same high school, and then even the same college. The problem was, as they were best friends and neighbors and going to the same schools, no one could keep their names straight because they're one letter off. You got Jerry, you got Harry, everybody's messing it up. No teacher could figure it out. Jerry and Harry came up with a unique idea. Get got, kid. To keep the teachers off them and keep everybody less confused. They always were a dynamic duo. Teachers will be like, you guys are a couple of firecrackers. So they said, well, by golly, we're going to go with it. So Jerry said, I'll be a jalapeno, and Harry will be a habanero. So Jerry the jalapeno and Harry the habanero. And they used them nicknames their entire lives. They would call each other, yo, what up, jalapeno? Yo, what up, habanero? That's how they went. Even when they graduated high school and got their diplomas, they were announced as Jerry Jalapeno and Harry Habanero because everybody at the school knew that's what they called them. Best nicknames ever. In college, they went with it, and it was the perfect nickname for college because who doesn't love a good nickname in college? And they graduated, but when they graduated, they each took jobs in different fields and moved a couple states away and saw each other less and less and less. They were able to get together on occasion with their wives once or twice a year, but didn't get to hang out like they used to. Now, Jerry and Harry, their passion was golf. They loved to play golf together. It was a relaxing sport for them, something that they could do together and still, you know, have conversation and pass some quality time. The problem with kids in a family is getting time away to go 2 states over to play a 4-hour round of golf is just not very practical. So they dreamed and texted and communicated about the day when they could take a true golf vacation, just the two of them, and play for an entire week. The problem with two grown adults playing golf for an entire week is getting the schedules to match up with vacation times and all of that. The logistics of it all are just a nightmare when you're an adult, and that's just the part no one wants to talk about. It took until Jerry's kids were in high school when the spring breaks for both Jerry's kids and Harry's kids lined up. They were both able to take the week off of work, have their wives have fun with the kids while they went down to South Carolina and played some of the PGA Tour courses in South Carolina for a full week. It was the dream trip for Jerry and Harry. The only kicker to this trip was that week in March that was for spring break for them, unfortunately, was the second week in March. And I don't know about you, but the second week in March is just not very warm, historically. But both Jerry and Harry looked at each other and said, listen, it's South Carolina. It's still going to be warm. It doesn't get that. They don't even get snow in South Carolina. I'm confident this is going to be where it's at. So they planned for months and months and months, got all the courses together, all their reservations, all their lodging, even checked out where they were going to eat. They had the perfect trip planned. And a week before, they're anxiously watching the temperature. It's an unseasonably predicted cold week in South Carolina. Highs in the low 40s. And these guys are going to play golf. They say, no matter, we're going to tough it out. They get all the way down there. It's even colder than expected. They're playing golf in 38-degree weather. The only people on the course on the first tee, they're both freezing. But they're trying to gut it out. And finally, Jerry looks over at Harry and says, man, I'll be honest with you. I'm a little chilly. And Harry, ever the dad, replies to him and says, hey, a little chilly. I'm a habanero. Take your meds!